very well because I will be on the other side. But this is day 2 of Christmas baking with Amari. And hi guys. So for today, we are going to be making a Christmas tree stump or a tree stump cake. Okay, and it's quite simple. I'll be showing you exactly what you need. Now, of course, I've pre-done this, so this life is not too long, but I'm going to explain. So these are 2 chocolate cakes, just regular butter cakes. These are 6-inch, and what I've done is I've applied a crumb coat on these. So that's what this is. And that's just American buttercream, which is basically icing sugar, butter, and flavor, and some liquid. You can also use margarine. Then I have made, what do you call this? Chocolate buttercream. And as you can see, I'll share the recipe. At the bottom, I made it very deep because I wanted to really make sure that that bark looks like a bark. And then this is I'm not sure, I think this is a 2D, let me see. It's 1M or 2D, right? So you can use 1M or 2D to do this. And then I have a turntable and a cake board, of course, to do all this. So basically that's what you need. It's nice that you can also have this palette knife because I'm about to do actually the top. I almost forgot that. So I can show you guys exactly how to do that. You don't have to get very fancy with this. You can just, let me get some water because I will need some hot water for this. And the reason I'm using hot water is because this is buttercream. So obviously, if you want it to get nice and smooth, this is what happens. So you apply frosting at the top, and the point is to spread it, and then you kind of want to create this tree stump look, right? And we're gonna hope I do this correctly. And so you just kind of want to keep to this edge like this. And you can actually do this with a spoon instead. It'll kind of make the same indentation. As you can see, I'm going to do that again because it's not very clear. I kind of want to start from here. And all I'm doing is kind of creating this tree stump look. Of course, you can get extremely fancy and complicated with this based on however you want to do this, but I'm very okay with this. As you can see, it just kind of looks like a nice tree stump. Then now what you want to do, because your bark is not going to look perfect, I would go putting a bit of rosette or swirls, however you want to make them, along your tree bark so that I don't have this sort of perfect bark, right? And I'm going to load this up with more frosting. If you guys do try this out, please do let me know. I do want to mention we do have online baking classes. You can check the link below. We also offer baking classes in Nairobi, Kenya on Gong Road. So if you're interested in that, do check our links below for that. We also have recipe book, guys, by the way. So now what I want to do is kind of make lines on the cake to kind of create the bark effect, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So you can start from the bottom, just kind of going up like this, right? And you want most of them straight, but since a bark is not straight, you know, like this, you kind of want to go up so that it looks like an actual bark. So again, if you want your buttercream to be this deep, I actually didn't put any black color or anything. I actually just, you know, put a lot more cocoa powder, and I use alkalized cocoa powder, which is darker. So if you want a kind of darker look, that's what you can do. If you don't like it very bitter, if you're a little worried about the bitterness, feel free to reduce it so that it's not so dark. But because again, I was looking for this sort of tree stump look. As you can see, if they fall, please do that, fix it. Now I'm gonna load this up again. If you've ever tried this design, by the way, please do comment, let me know. Because I think I've just always seen them and admired them, but never actually done it. So, and I thought of doing this slice, I was like, I gotta definitely do these, just because they're interesting. Now, of course, there's many variations. You can do it with buttercream, fondant. There's different ways you could do it, but I wanted to make it simple and easy for anyone who's in, especially the beginner level, so you can be able to do this for Christmas because it's exciting. And also as a cake order, you know, it'd be great for anybody who's looking for something kind of fun and whimsical. So again, just kind of, you know, create your bark without worrying too much about the line. My buttercream currently is actually, because it's kind of warm today, it's starting to soften, so that's why you see me a little worried about this lines of mine. Some of them are not sticking, so, but you can always do this, sort of go down instead, like this. Now, of course, I do want to advise you guys not to do what I did, which is use white buttercream, because if you leave spaces, people will see the white spaces. But I will go back to kind of fix it, so I'm very okay with it. And if you guys have tried the U-log from my first video, do comment. Even if you try it out later, like, and then come back, feel free to come back. Or you can tag us on our social media, like we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at Baking with Amari. You can just tag us, and we will be commenting for sure. So again, especially when you're doing buttercream, do be careful with the air bubbles, as you can see here, because of the spot that I left there, up there. So I'm basically trying to finish up my bark. Again, you can alternate like I'm doing, start from the bottom, start from the top, just to make sure you get all those parts. Basically done. I'm gonna look around, and whatever parts that I can see the white. Now this is a me specific thing because my crumb coat is a white crumb coat, so that's why you can see this. You do want to make sure, guys, that your crumb coat, if possible, is chocolate as well, so that you don't see like this little white pieces like you're seeing with my cake. Because yeah, you want to make sure this is a tree stump, so really darkness here. You can also come back later and just kind of add stars like I am. Just kind of makes it easy for you to do that. So far I'm okay with my tree stump, my simple buttercream tree stump. And now I can just kind of do the finishing touches on this, because basically right now I'm happy with it. So to finish this off, I would suggest having some rosemary and some cherries. Let me get mine. And then make sure you have a little bit of icing sugar. Icing sugar is not a must, guys. But if you're looking for like a snowy themed type of thing, like in the other video that I did, that can work. And the point is just to kind of give your tree stump as if some snow has fallen on it. So I'm gonna put just a little bit, just a little, guys, just a little bit. So I'm looking sort of to do it at the edge, just at the edge, just a bit, right? And again, this is so optional, guys, totally optional. You don't have to do this. Then now what I want to do is I want to fix my, what do you call it? My decorations, right? And my decorations will be cherry and rosemary. So I have some rosemary that I had washed. I actually left it in water so it can just kind of wash. And what I'm going to do with this rosemary is dust it in some icing sugar. So I'm going to all do this so you can see this here, guys. And I'm going to dust some of these rosemary here. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to find somewhere to put this, right? So you can put it all around. I just want to find one place to put this, and for me it's going to be right here. So again, you can choose to make this go around a lot. Like if you're looking for the foliage look, again, you know, we're trying to keep this simple, guys. And usually most people can find some rosemary somewhere, right? So there you go. Then, oh, sorry, I actually still need that. I'm going to get these glacé cherries. So if you're a baker, this should be easy to find. But any type of cherry works. And again, because I'm going with the whole frosted look, I'm going to dust this in some icing sugar. And the perfect thing about these glacé ones is that they're in sugar syrup. So the sugar just kind of sticks onto it, which makes it like way easy for me to do this. And so I'm just kind of putting both here. Now, can I place them elsewhere? Yes, let me show you how I can place them like in another spot. Somewhere like here, you know, just to, you know, get all festive and just kind of decorate it, right? These I will be putting together, and I have a leaf here left from my rosemary. I'm gonna steal some buttercream to kind of like make these things stick. There you go. Right? And that's my cake, right? I just want to turn this around so you guys can see this. And again, you can make the dustiness be everywhere, right? Or you can just leave it as it is, because again, we're going for simple, right? And if you don't have a 1M or 2D, if you just have like regular, the small piping tips, those can actually still work because, you know, it's does the same thing. So you just kind of want to do that. I kind of want to tip this a little so you guys can see this. There you go, see? Very nice. So I hope you guys do try this out. If you do, please make sure you comment. Make sure you would let me know right now what you think about it. I will be very excited. All right, guys? Thank you so much. And I will see you on Tuesday for the next day 3 of this.